Hi everyone, welcome to your general weekly reading for the week beginning August 28th, 2017. This week I will be using the Fairy Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. And for the general theme of the week, I will be using the Krista Mandala Oracle by Alana Fairchild. These are beautiful cards. If you are into cards, you should definitely get the Krista Mandala ones. Okay, so far, tuning in, seems like a lot of heart pressure this week, which means there's work to be done. Lots of heart stuff coming up. So any unhealed wounds, any sort of love patterns, anything like that, anything that your heart is not, you're not living through your heart is going to come up this week, which is good. We like to heal those kinds of wounds. If you do start to get bogged down by the heaviness of that, just come back to your meditation practice, salt tubs, walks, lots of time spent out in nature. You can always call upon your angels as well to help you out, because you're going through this for a reason. It is here to help you and serve you on some way, and we want to get all of that heart stuff out so that we're not keeping it all in, so that it can fester and create damage within our bodies. So let's get on to the reading. So for the general theme, as I said, I'm taking the card from a different deck. So Krista Mandala Oracle by Alana Fairchild. These cards have lots of power to them. So if you want to, you can pause the video on the card and just channel in the card. Touch and put on your heart kind of thing. They are here to help and heal. Unlike other cards, which are just here to provide insight, these actually carry vibrational energy in them. They're awesome. So what do we need to know for the general theme? What's the general theme this week? Integrity. Okay, perfect. And we have a green card, which green is the heart center. So take a pause there and just really tune into this energy here. Integrity. Goddess Rhiannon and Amazonite. This energy is very grounding to me. I feel like it's going to be a very grounded week. Try to not get bogged down by the groundedness of this week and the energy that's coming in. It's very earth healing, a very Gaia-like energy, so very substantial. It can feel very heavy, but it's good. So just be willing to work with the energy, and to allow your heart to open to the energy and allow stuff to kind of just start flying out. So if you have to, just kind of imagine that stuff falling out of your chest and into the ground. Any of that heart stuff, any of that broken heart, sad breakup, childhood woes, anything that has affected your heart, just allow it to come up. And if you find that some things that you haven't been thinking about for a long time start to come up this week, those are things that need to be healed. So it could be just as simple as taking a note of it, taking a quick snapshot of what it is that you're seeing, and just imagining it being fired up in violet flame, or throwing it out. A really good exercise that I actually do with a lot of my clients is a stress bubble. So breathing in and holding your breath in your belly and just attracting all of the garbage, anything that you don't want anymore, until you can't hold the breath any longer. And then as you breathe out through the mouth, you watch it kind of float away. So let's actually do that right now. So get into a nice relaxing position and just take a nice long deep breath in and hold it in your belly. And just start imagining that things are just flying to that breath, just collecting there. anything that you don't need, anything you don't want anymore, anything at all, even if it's physical pain. Just imagine it. And just imagine this bubble filling up, and just feel the pressure that's building in your belly. And exhale through the mouth and watch it all float up into the sky, to heaven. Do that as many times as you feel you need to. It is very helpful, I find. If you are a visual person, you can imagine it. If you are a physical feeling, kinesthetic kind of person, just imagine you're feeling the things flying. However works for you, that stuff does work. So give it a try and actually let me know how it goes. I would love to hear from you in the comments. So, integrity. Holding the integrity within yourself this week, your integrity for yourself first and foremost. So when you are dealing with your stuff and the things are coming up that you need to, just really focusing on the facts, I guess. Don't get lost in the story. So if you were a perpetrator or you were a victim, just being honest with yourself in that situation, and whatever part you had to play in that. Not saying that you deserve that to happen to you, but just acknowledging the things that do come up and seeing them for what they are. And holding integrity for yourself. So not starting to blame anyone, not trying to put all of the guilt onto one person or onto yourself, just holding it from a space of the witness. So kind of trying to watch it all happen and watch it all fall out so it can be healed, or so that you can start to release the stuff. So along with this heaviness, there is lots of heart stuff, which is good, but it can be difficult. So just giving yourself whatever you need. If you need to take some time, even off work, if you need to go for a walk or something like that, do that. It will help for sure. And spending time in nature. So just even going out to a park and sitting on the grass can be very helpful as well. Okay, so moving on to the rest of the week. This should be a very interesting week. If you find that you have lots of physical pain this week, that's also stuff coming up, stuff leaving. That's your karma, the stuff that you've decided to experience here. It'll be coming up in your face this week. Don't get caught up in the fear part of what I'm saying. It's all good. Nothing terrible will happen. It's just, I want you to be aware that if you do feel heavy this week, or you feel pain, or you just kind of want to have a good cry, do it. You deserve it, because it does feel like a very interesting week. Doesn't feel a whole lot of God energy. It seems very grounded. Gaia, earth, physical stuff. So you will physically feel it. Whether it is just a pain in the heart, or it's physical pain, or you just feel like you have no energy, you're just very tired. Just be cognizant of that. Get lots of rest and all of that jazz. And if any of this is not making sense, my intention is to download this to you, because this energy is affecting me and my ability to communicate and to speak properly right now. So just trusting that whatever you need to know will be downloaded to you and you will receive it. I should probably say that at the beginning of every video, because it's tough to do both this and this at the same time. So here we go. What do we need to know for the week beginning August 28th? Monday, Wednesday, weekend. Perfect. Yeah. Okay, so the beginning of the week we have Ace of Summer. Open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship, or the rebirth of a current one. The awakening of psychic abilities and spiritual epiphanies. So, one of the things that I have learned along my path is that probably the biggest way to increase to another spiritual level, or upgrade, or kind of awaken your spiritual ability is through having an intimate relationship. So whether that's going through a really bad breakup and coming out the other side with a fresh new perspective that you've never had before, or it is like falling head over heels for someone in a a beautifully healthy relationship way, or even if it is falling into that toxic relationship and seeing it for what it is. So if you do find that this week you are experiencing a bit of turmoil in your romantic relationship, that is totally fine. Just take the love and the lessons and leave the pain behind. So try not to fester in the pain or any negative experience that does occur in the romantic relationship or a friend relationship or a family relationship. Just take the lesson for what it is. Don't get lost in all of this stuff and just release. So opening your heart up to love. So Ace of Summer is about emotions in the tarot, and Ace is the very beginning. So it's almost like the beginning of a story. So if something does happen or you have some sort of epiphany, that's the very beginning of the story. It's not finished yet. So again, not getting lost in all of the other stuff, but taking the lesson here so that you can move forward and accept all of the other pieces that are coming in. I'm feeling that, yes, there will be some people that do meet somebody amazing, because this is a general reading. It's tough to pinpoint exactly what the message is here. But what I'm kind of feeling is that people are waking up. So you may find that your psychic abilities are more open. You may be able to play with them a little bit. A good exercise, if you are interested in improving your psychic abilities, is trying to guess things. So standing in front of an elevator bank and basically guessing or feeling which elevator is going to come next, or when you're in the bathroom with your coworkers at work, just try to guess who's in the room by sensing their energy. Those are always good ways to work on things just in regular life occurrences, but I feel that this week is going to be pretty powerful for some people, realizing you may have some spiritual realizations, or you may all of a sudden wake up and feel completely different. So I'm very excited to see what happens the beginning of the week. But again, summer is emotions. So taking your time to feel your emotions, not getting lost in the weeds, but giving yourself that time and giving your emotions a stage. So allowing yourself to see them. If you can, step into the place of the witness to just observe and not get all caught up in the he did this, she did this kind of crap, if that makes sense. And if you are in a long-term relationship, revival of the romance, it would be a good thing to give it a go. Do something fun. Do something that you guys haven't done for a while. Just reconnecting to that spiritual relationship, that romantic relationship that brought you two together in the first place. So just trying to relight the fire, if you will. This would be a good time to have those, to have emotional talks, but again, not getting lost in the weeds. The devil is in the details. So just having conversations for the sake of communicating, and try not to hold any sort of expectations or anything like that. Not a great week to push your agenda. If you're someone who really wants to have a baby, or get engaged or something like that, and your partner's not necessarily ready for that, this isn't the best week to have that conversation, because it'll probably come across as being forceful or being ultimatumy. So you want to maybe avoid those tough conversations for perhaps the following week. So middle of the week, we have 8 of Spring. Stress that comes from having too many things happening at once. Successful multitasking, sudden events or changes. So spring is about passion. So we all like to spend our time doing our passionate work. Sometimes we do take on too much, especially in the summertime. We want to go to all of these fun events, and because the summer is winding down, you kind of want to get all of those things done. Or perhaps you have a huge to-do list like me that you've been neglecting because it's been summertime. So try not to get caught up again in the weeds. So don't get caught up in your huge to-do list and all of the things that you have to accomplish. If you don't get them done, it's not the end of the world. You can find time later, but just focusing kind of on one thing at once. So try not to get lost in all of the various tasks that you have. Again, if a huge event does occur in the middle of the week, try not to get too overwhelmed by it. Step into the place of the witness again and just watch. Watch how you're feeling, watch what you're thinking, and trying not to place blame again. Protection. So we talked a bit about protection last week. You should be shielding yourself every day. So just imagining yourself in a bubble of some kind, whether it's made of metal or light or whatever. Everybody needs to be doing this. It's just so that you're not unnecessarily picking up other people's stuff and mixing it in with your own stuff, compacting it, making it more difficult to release. You don't need to be carrying other people's stuff, especially because you can't process it. So if somebody doesn't want to deal with their pain and they chuck it at you, it's just going to sit there until you release it because you can't process their own karma for them. So having that protection in place. And just do that every morning, even if you're on your way to work or you wake up and the first thing you do in bed is imagine yourself in a bubble. Some teachers would say having protection is fear energy. I disagree with that because of the nature of the planet at the moment. There is a lot of stuff flying around that you don't need to deal with, and if it resonates for you to protect yourself against those things, then by all means, please do. If it doesn't, then don't listen to anything I'm saying, because if you don't feel that a shield is required or any sort of protection, that is totally fine. If you want to take it from the perspective as everything that comes to you is for you, then by all means you can do that as well. So if you are open to the protection part of it, would use that every day. This is coming up in the middle of the week because it just feels icky, for lack of better words. The energy on Wednesday and Thursday kind of sucks a little bit. So again, there's nothing to be scared of, but just, for you to have the best day possible, and with all of the emotions and everything and all of the stress that you're already going to be feeling just from your own human existence, just put your shield up and avoid anything extra. And the stress that comes on the card, how it says, stress that comes from having too many things happening at once, that is in addition all of the extra energy that you have coming in addition to all of the other heart stuff that you're going to be dealing with this week. Anything else? I'm sorry, I'm having a really hard time articulating this. I hope that you are understanding what I'm saying. It's just, this energy feels very heavy, but anyways, it's making it hard for me to communicate, so I apologize. Okay, so the weekend, 10 of spring, ask for help from others, all work and no play, being weighed down by too many responsibilities. So again, this is the big to-do list. So not getting lost in the weeds again. This weekend, have fun. Go do something fun. That's it. Don't worry about the laundry, just go. Go and have fun. Go spend time outside. Go have a bonfire and burn all of your ex's crap. Whatever it is that you need to do to release all of the energy that's been bogging you down. So the weekend is like your payday. So you've been doing all of your hard work throughout the week. You've been looking at your stuff. You've been being objective and awesome. And so then this weekend you get to have your payday and you get to go have fun. And that's it. Have fun this weekend. The laundry can wait a little bit longer. The reiterating again, part of this celebration, on the weekend, having the fun, is that you've earned it from not looking at the weeds. And, you'll want to look at the weeds again on the weekend, but try not to get lost in that again. Also, if you've been having trouble If you've been having trouble managing something yourself or releasing something on your own, there are people out there like me who help you do that, whether it's through energy healing, whether you like to go to a counselor, whether it's tarot card readings, whether it's just talking to a friend or asking a friend to help you with your enormous task list. The weekend is a great time to ask for them to help you. So go get a massage this weekend or something. Do something for yourself, because if this is as heavy as a week as it feels to me, then you'll want to reward yourself and kind of allow that stuff to be taken and placed into the earth. So I hope that made sense. Is there anything else? How do I... Yeah, just spend lots of time in nature to help this stuff kind of move through you. And ask the angels to clear your chakras. Please clear, heal, align, activate, fill with light, balance, and repair all of your chakras so that things can just move through you. A lot of us, so what can happen is if you have I mentioned this actually before, but if you have a block somewhere, it kind of just builds up higher or lower. So you want them all to be clear so that you can just move the energy right through there. Yeah. Well, I hope that you all have a fantastic week ahead, filled with lots of love and self-care and time outside. And please comment below. Tell me how your week's going. Tell me how your week was last week. I want to know everything. If you like the video, like and subscribe so you don't miss any updates or anything like that. I am planning on putting out some educational videos here in the future, just to talk a bit more about the jargon that I'm talking about so that you have an idea, if you don't already, on what I do and what's happening in the world. So I hope you all have a fabulous week. I'm sending you so much love and light. And if you want a private reading with me, you can email me at thejourneytospirit@gmail.com, or you can visit my website at katiehunt.ca. I'd love to hear from you there. Okay, I'm sending you so much love and so much light, and they're telling me to put this up again. So just tune into that. Come back to it throughout the week as a tool. Meditate on it if you can. If you are able to or you're interested, you can Google these cards. The card number is 47, so you can pull up that card. So I hope that you have a fantastic week. Sending you so much love. Bye. Thank you for being here.